YouTube. This is Chandu. In our previous lecture, we have seen that conditional statements and selection statements, which are if and switch statements. Now, in this video, we would like to see loops, which belongs to conditional statements only. Now, what is a loop? Now, here a loop is a block of statements which executes more than one time and depends on a condition. Now, here, if I say now this is a condition, let us consider this as condition. Okay, and with this condition one statement is associated, and without, okay, now here if this condition in this with this condition this statement is associated, and after this loop this statement is there, and now if this condition is true this is executed, and again this control comes here and again checks if this is true, again it's repeated. If whenever this is false, if this is false, if this is false, then control comes to the next statement. These are called loops or iterators. Okay, now what are the types of loops? We have basically four types of loops. Okay, we have basically four types of loops. They are while, for, do while, and labeled loops. Now here while while is further divided into two types: while and nested while. Okay, now for loop is divided into two types: simple for and enhanced for. Enhanced for loop. Now do while and label loops. We'll discuss about these things now. Okay, now while. Here while and for are called as entry control loops, which mean that it checks condition before entering into that loop. And do while and label loops are called exit control loops. In this, it checks condition after entering into the loop. Okay, after entering into the loop or while exiting the loop. Okay, now I would like to talk about unreachable statements here. Now, what is an unreachable statement? Here, unreachable statement is a statement which never executes in the program, or which here there is no such statement in Java, because if there is any unreachable statement, Java compiler will give error, compile time error. Okay, now here is an example. Now while boolean expression, okay, this is not an example. Okay, let's see an example for it. Now if I say while true, okay, while true, now printing, write in shortcut system.out.println of some hello. How many times this statement hello is printed? How many times hello is printed here? Because every time when the control enters here, it checks for condition whether it is true or false. Now this is true, right? Then it enters into loop. Now this statement is executed. and after executing again it checks the condition. Okay, again it checks the condition, and next again it is true. So this process repeats like this. Process repeats until this is until this state until this is false. Until this is false. But this cannot be false, right? And if I write some statement here like system dot out dot println of some by, now see here, this statement is never ending loop, right? So we cannot, this statement cannot be executed. So these type of statements are called unreachable statements. Now this is unreachable statement. So if there is if you write any such kind of statements in a Java program, then compiler will give error. Here you will get compile time error. Okay, stating that unreachable statement found. Now we'll enter into our loop. This is while loop. Okay, now this is syntax for while loop. While boolean expression statement. Here in in control statements we use boolean expressions only. What is a boolean expression first of all? Now boolean expression is an expression um, which returns true or false only. Now boolean expression is an expression which returns true or false only. Okay, it should not be any other thing. And when this is true, it enters into loop, and it again checks after executing these statements. It again checks for this condition, and if this condition is true, again like this and like this. Okay, now we'll see this flowchart for while loop. Almost for every loop the same flowchart will be there. Now start the condition. If condition is true, this statement is executed. Okay, condition is true, this statement is executed, statement 1. If condition is false, then it exits that loop. Now here the flow is, see, now we'll start like this. Now if condition is true, then this statement is executed, and after that it again checks the condition. If that is true, again the flow, this is repeated. So these are called loops. This is why these are called loops. If this condition is false, then loop goes like this. Not this. This is not loop. Control goes like this to statement 2. Now statement 2 is executed and then it is terminated. Okay. Almost all the loops have the same thing, but only the difference is here in this condition. In entry control loops, condition is here. In exit control loops, condition is here. Okay, only the difference. First statement is executed. Now this is the statement 1, and next condition. Okay, and then statement 2. Okay, now here is start. Now first statement is executed and then it checks for condition. Okay, if this condition is true, then this goes here. Okay, if the condition is true, then control goes to statement 1 and again it executes and condition. Okay, if this condition is false, then here I'm writing the text. Now this is true and here it is false. Okay, this is the flow. It means that in exit control loops, this statement at least executes one time. Okay, now because after executing this statement, condition is verified, so it executes at least one time. Now let's go for another one, nested loops, nested while. Now before that, say this. Now every loop requires three statements. What are those three statements? Initialization, condition, updation. Now in the previous example where we wrote example for unreachable statement, I told that while true, I'm again writing the statement here. While true, some statements. Okay, now here always this is true. Here there is no updation, or there is only condition, right? If I only provide condition, it is an infinite loop without updation. And if I want to make this as terminated, if I want to make this loop for particular amount of particular uh, loop iterate a particular number of times, then I use like this. Now int x equal to some 10. Okay, now here I am giving while I is, I want here 10 times, I is less than 10, then I am executing the statement and then at last I am giving I plus plus. This is the updation statement. Okay, now here this is initialization statement. Next this is condition or boolean expression, and next this is updation statement. Okay, and this is updation statement. Initialization, condition, updation statement. Now here index initial value is for example not 10. Here this is not 10. Now I am giving this as, I am giving it as some 1. Okay, I'm giving it as 1. Now int x is equal to 1. If I give 1, then here first condition is checked, 1 is less than 10, right? This condition is true. Then this whatever statements here are executed, and then it is updated I plus plus, or here let us take consider as here this as x not I, here x plus plus. Now next x plus plus, which is 2. Now again condition is checked, 2 is less than or 10. Okay, now again statements are executed. Now I play x plus plus, this is 3. Now 3 is less than or equal to less than 10. Now like that it is iterated, and when x is equal to 10, now 10 is less than 10, no, this is false. So this statement is terminated, like the uh, control comes out of this loop and executes whatever the statements which are next to this loop. Okay, this one. Now let's see an example on it. See here, uh, if I say here edit plus new Java program, here I'm using this one, class test public static void main int x. I'm not giving any value here. Okay, I'm not giving any value to x in this case, and I'm giving x is less than or equal to 10, system.println of x and x plus plus. Okay, now here I'm saving it as test.java, test.java. Okay, yes, now I'm saved it, and now I'm compiling this one. Now Java C, I'm already in the Java programs folder, Java C test.java. What happens? There is a compilation error saying that, okay, this is my mistake. Save and again execute it. Java test.java. Now here see, again these are spelling mistakes. Void save. Are there any spelling mistakes? Class test public static void main string args int x while x is a system recorder println. Yeah, everything is perfect. Now Java test.java, you'll get again an error saying that local variable can is not initialized, right? Here variable x might not have been initialized, and it is used in while. It means here this is local statement, right? Local variable. Here x is a local variable. X is local variable because it is in a main method, right? So it cannot be used without initialization. So I am giving value to it as x equal to 1. Now I am printing here 1. I am concatenating a string. Yes. Okay, because I want space when I am printing. Now save. Now again compile it. Now it's compiled fine. Now execute it. Java test. Now what is the output? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? Now what is the flow here? Okay, now first x is initialized, and now here next x is less than or equal to 10. Now 1 is checked. Now here 1 is less than or equal to 10, okay, which is true. So it enters into this loop and it prints x, right? It prints x and then x is incremented. Now x value is here 2. Now this 2 is verified here. 2 is less than or equal 10. This is also correct. Then 2 is printed and then it is incremented by 1. So 3. Now this 3 is compared here. Likewise it compares up to 9, and when 10 enters here, 10 is less than or equal 10. Yes, right. Here equal to symbol is there. So equal to operator is there. So this 10 equal to 10 also satisfies. Then again executed. Now when this is 11, 11 is less than or equal to 10. No, that is false. Okay, and then it comes out of this loop and terminates. Okay, that is why we got up to 10 only. Okay. Now, which of the following are valid? Now, which of the following are valid? While 10 and 20, while 10 plus 20, while false, while true. In all these cases, only these two are valid because I said that while of Boolean expression. Now, Boolean expression returns only true or false, so these two are valid and all these are invalid because they are not a Boolean expression. Now this is false and this is also valid, but this is never executed. This loop is never executed. This loop is always executed. Okay, because this condition is false, it skips. Now here condition is true, so this is true. This condition, this loop is executed. Now next we'll go for nested while. Nested while is also similar to while loop, but a while within a while is said to be nested while kind. And here also, when first this condition is checked, if there are any statements here, the statements are executed and then this condition is verified. If this condition is true, then statements are executed, and after completion of this loop, then it enters into the outer loop and then again repeatedly. Okay, now a simple example on this. Okay, a simple example on this. Now here condition, and next this is condition 1 and this is condition 2 and statements. Now here, if condition 1 is true, then condition 2 is verified. If condition 2 is also true, then statements are executed. If this condition 2 is false, then it control returns to condition 1. Okay, and again this condition is checked. If this is true, again condition 2 is checked. Likewise here a loop, if this is false, it returns control to condition 1 or first while loop. If condition 2 is true, then statements are executed. Okay, now we'll go for do while. This is an exit control loop, exit controlled loop. And these statements are executed first and then the condition is evaluated, as I said. Now here this is the syntax. Okay, first do means first these statements are executed, then this condition is checked. If this is false, then it comes out of the loop. If this is true, then again these statements are executed. Now the statements are executed until condition is false. If this is false, then it comes out of the loop, right? Now we'll go for labeled loops. Here labeled loops. In Java, label means name. In Java, we can give name to loop for like for while loop, for loop, do while loop. We can give names to them. Now, what is the advantage of giving these names? Now, by giving names, we can move control from one loop to another using these names. Like we'll see an example now after this one. Now, it uses passes control statements for this moving control. Now, what are the pass control statements? They are break and continue. Now, for what these are used? Now, break statement and continue statement. Now, break statement terminates current loop, and continue statement continues current loop. Here, terminates means it ends. Continues means it gives a next iteration, starts next iteration. Now here break label means here I am using label. This break and continue are normal break and continue keywords or operations, but here I I gave label name in both these conditions. So now here it terminates a specific loop and continues a specific loop iteration. And syntax for this one is label colon and loop. Okay, here we will give for loop, while loop, and so on so things. Now we'll see an example on labels. Now which is the label test here. Okay, we will copy it to here. Class label test. Sorry, up to here and open edit plus 3. Now I want another new program. New, sorry, not a Perl. I'm closing it. Now new Java. I'm pasting it here. Now see here. Now first class label test. A public static is our main method. I am initialize number with 2 because I need here this is example for printing prime numbers which are less than 50. Okay, now first prime number starts from 2, right? So I am initializing number with 2 and count is 0. This count is used for number of factors it has. Now first number. This is a label for this outer loop. Okay, and this prime is a label for this inner loop. Okay, this while loop is inside this while loop, so this is inner loop. I'm giving prime for inner loop. Now uh, now here 2 is less than 50, right? So control goes inside. Now here I'm initializing another variable I as 1. Now if I is 1, so now I is less than number 2. 1 is less than 2, right? So this condition is also satisfied, then it enters into loop. Now here number percentile I means here I am dividing and I am comparing. This percentile represents modular division which gives a reminder, and that reminder, if it is equal to 0, then it means that this number is divided by this I, right? So if now for first I is 1, so now 2 is divided by 1. Yes, right. So 0, then count is 1. Here I give count as 0, right? Now here count is count plus 1, 0 plus 1, which is 1. And then I am incrementing I. Now here it again checks if if count is less than greater than 2. No, this is false. So now the control goes to this loop again. I is incremented. Here I is incremented, right? So now I becomes 2. Now 2 is less than or equal to, right? Count is 2. Now count is greater than 2. No. So the it again goes here. Now I is 3. Now 3 is less than 2. No. False. So now it comes out of this loop. Now here count is checked. Count is equal to 2 right here. So this is number is printed, and I'm incrementing number plus 1 number by 1 and initializing count to 0 for the next iteration of outer loop. Okay, now mm, see here, now this completely is outer loop and this is inner loop. Okay, now after iterating all this, I comes out, it comes out, and this is printed and incremented, and next it again goes to outer loop, and here number is incremented, right, 3, when 3 less than 50, and again it iterates while number is 50, 50 is less than 50, no, false, so it's execute, it comes out of the loop and it terminates the program. Now I'm saving it as label test dot java. Now execute it. Now java c label test dot java. Now it is compiled, fine, executed using java label test. See, 2 3 5 7 11 13 17 19 23 29 31 37 41 43 and 47. All these are prime numbers. They are less than 50. Coming to for loop, this is syntax for loop for initialization, condition, and I++. Here this is called, actually this is not I++, this is updation. Okay, this is updation and statements. Okay, now we here, for example, if I write like this, see, for int I equal to 10, I less than or equal to 100, I plus plus. Now here, this int I equal to 10 is initialization, and here I less than or equal to 10 is condition, and here I plus plus is updation. And if um, here I is initialized to 10, and if this condition is true, then only control enters into this block, this for block, and then steady statements are executed. After executing, again this condition is verified. Before verification, updation is done, this updation, and this update, after this updation, okay, after this updation, again condition is verified. If it is true, then again these statements are executed, and then again updation, again verification of this, evaluation of this boolean expression. Now in this you can see that this is initialized only once. Okay, for that we are using initialization. Next, now it is divided into two types. One is simple for and is enhanced for. Now class, now there is an example for demo. Now here uh, in our main method I'm writing less than 10 I plus plus. This is for printing the numbers less than 10 from 0. So now first I equal to 0, and it checks whether 0 is less than or equal to 10. Now it is true, so then it prints 0 here, and then updation, I is updated to 1. because I plus plus updated to 1. You can write any updation here like expression also. You can write I equal to, sorry, you can write I equal to I plus 1 or I plus 2 also. That's up to the programmer. And after printing 0 it is updated and updated to 1, and again 1 is checked, 1 less than or equal to 10, yes, true, so again printed. In that manner up to 10 it is printed, and after 10 it is updated to 11. Now 11 is less than or equal to 10, no, so this loop is exited. Okay, it exits this loop. Now there is a difference between for and while loop. Now while loop is used when we don't know the number of times the loop must be executed, and here for loop we know the number of times the loop must be executed. So whenever the number of times loop executed is limited, we use this for. Okay, next you can also write like this: for semicolon semicolon. Okay, it means that you don't have anything here, means it doesn't take any value and it doesn't take any updation value, but always by default condition is true. By default condition is true. Okay, next we will move on to nested for. Now nested for, this is similar to the nested while loop. Now here loop for loop inside for loop is said to be nested for. Here I am printing 1 to 5, 0 to 5 numbers 5 times, not 5 times, here 6 times. Okay, and in between after printing first 5, next uh, a new line is printed so that it comes to the next line. Okay, I'm using print here. Next, take these patterns as assignment. Now this nested for prints like this. Nested for prints like this: 0 1 2 3 4 5, enter. 0 1 2 3 4 5, 0 1 2 3 4 5, like this. It takes 6 times, like this. Here 6 totally, 6 times. 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, in this manner you have to um, it's up to you that if you practice these sums you will be perfect in these loops. Okay, now try to do this. Now write a program to print the following patterns using for and while loops. You can use enhanced for loop, not enhanced for loop. We will discuss enhanced for loop uh, in within 10 minutes. Okay, now here this is a pattern. This is a triangle. Here is also triangle. This is two triangles in one place. And next this is a pyramid. And next reverse pyramid, but there's a difference between D and E. Here um, all are adjacent, but here I gave space. Okay, you have to give space. Try this will help you out in this loops concept. Okay, now let's move on to our new topic, arrays. Okay, our new topic, arrays. Now what is an array? What is an array now? Now array, now this is an array. This is array. Okay, this is an array. Assume that this is an array. Now, why we use array? Array is a collection of similar type of elements in a sequential manner, right? Now, why we use arrays? Now, if I write a program like this, int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20, int z equal to 30, int a equal to 40, and so on and so on. Okay, now I'm declaring many types, many variables with same int type, right? For remembering all this becomes very difficult, so to avoid this I'm using this array. Now here I can represent 10 here, I can represent 10 here and 20 here, sorry, 20 there, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. I can represent like this, right? With using only one letter. Now here I am giving as a, giving as a. Now this is pointing to this array. I am using only one variable to represent all these values. Here this is a redundancy. Now what are the advantages here? Now here array is also reference data type. Now I've told in data types that we will discuss reference types later. In those reference types, one type is array type. That is we are discussing now, and remaining three we will discuss in later classes. Advantage. Now grouping and referring all the values with one name, which I have explained you just now. Now and avoiding declaration for number of variables. This is also explained. And now disadvantages. Now here they are in fixed size. Arrays are fixed in size. Okay, and memory wastage. Um, if I declare a variable array of size 10, then it holds 10 values, right? And if I don't want to, if I use only 5, if I use only 5 elements, 5 spaces, then remaining 5 will be wasted. Now here types of arrays. What are the types of arrays now? Types of arrays are three. There are three types of arrays. They are single dimension array, multi-dimension array, and jagged arrays. Now what is single dimension array? Now single dimension array is a array with one subscript. What is this subscript now? This is simply, now here I'm writing a of, okay. Now here this is called subscript, single subscript. And if you have multi-dimension, a of two subscripts. Okay. Now here what is a single dimension array? It's a one subscript, and array data is organized logically by dividing into rows and multiple columns, or multiple rows and single column. See here also single row and multiple column. Like see here, this is one array, this is one array, right? If I write like this, okay, if I write like this is one row and multiple columns, which is single row and multiple columns, this one. And next this is, if I write like this is one column and multiple rows, so this is multiple rows and single column, both are arrays. Working with arrays. Now declaring array, we have to declare and create array. Now declaring is See, declaring means allocating memory for reference variables but not for array elements. Okay, we have to create a new we have to create for allocating memory to array elements. Now here when array element is declared, memory is allocated for reference variable. Variable holds address of array, right? Now syntax for declaring an array: data type, array name, and two braces. Now examples. Now here, now in these four which are valid. Okay, in these four which are valid. Now this is valid, this is valid, this is valid, this is not valid because while declaring we cannot initialize. Okay, this is not valid. Next, creating an array. Now on creation of array, memory is allocated for data, right? I just told you that when we declare array, memory is allocated for reference variables but not array elements. Then how to allocate memory for array element? Which is by creating an array. Okay, now syntax. What is the syntax? Reference variable equal to new data type of size. Okay, here size can also be a 0. You can also give it as 0. And now default values. When you create an array, JVM assigns the default values for JVM assign default values. Okay, JVM assign default values for int, byte, short and long types. It assigns 0 and float double 0.0 character. This is a Unicode representation of 0. Now boolean false reference. Reference means here we can use these reference data types like array enum class interface. It gives null. And now arrays having implicit variable called length. This holds the length of the address array, right? Whatever the length is, we can get it through using length. Now this is a simple example. Let's execute it. Open edit plus. Now new Java. Now I'm saving it as array demo. Save. Now I'm executing it. Java C array demo dot Java. Now it's executed. Sorry, it's compiled. Now execute it. Java array demo. Now three zeros are printed. Now what are those? See here. Now first I gave a dot length. Now for this a dot length 3 is printed, and for all these default values because this is an int, these three zeros are printed. Okay. Now let's see an answer for loop. Now an answer for loop is used to read array elements without using index. This is um, till now we are accessing a of 0 like that, but here I am using array. I am reading array elements without using index. Um, this is syntax, and it reads an element in a sequential order. For data type, variable name, array name. Now example, coming to example. See here, for each element in array. This meaning is for for each element in array. Like Now if I have some three elements, for first element in array name, second element in array name, third element in array name, so that I use a variable here to store that each element, and this is the array name which we are going to use. And this is example for this is just reading a scores of n players, and okay, this is just I'm reading scores of n players and printing it. Yeah, I will explain you now this new Java. Okay, first of all, let me save this. Enhanced for demo. Okay, now see. First of all, I'm using scanner class to read input from keyboard, and this is used to read number of elements, and this is used to create an array, right? Now here this n is taken from keyboard or a user. Now enter scores. Now see this one. This is used to take read values from keyboard, array values. For int I equal to 0, here I am using normal simple for loop. Now int I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Now here whatever the length is, since our index starts from 0, we should use less than n, not equal to. If you use equal to, then you will get array out of bound exception. Now scores of I equal to scan dot next int. I am taking a int and storing in the scores. These are scores, right? Scores object or scores array. Now after that I am printing those values using this is enhanced for loop. I am using both. This is simple for, this is enhanced for. Okay. Now let's check this. I'm save this command prompt. Now Java C enhanced for loop, sorry, enhanced for demo dot Java. Now it's giving an error. Package system does not system dot out dot print ln of a. Here you have to give, where is it? Okay, here you have to give capital S. Answer for demo.java, it's compiled fine. Now Java enhanced for demo. I'm executing it. Enter number of scores. I'm entering 3 scores. Okay. Now enter scores. I'm taking 20, 40, 44 and century. Now 24 and century are displayed, right? But here I'm using both simple and for enhanced for loops. Now multi-dimension array. Multi-dimension array is similar to that of single dimension, but here we use only before this. Okay, multi-dimension array. Here we use a double, two braces. Okay, these are all the representations. Now, which are valid here. Similarly, we cannot initialize while declaring. So this is all these are valid. Okay, except this one. This is invalid because we cannot initialize while declaring. Now See this how array is created, multi-dimensional array. Now here we declared a double of double. Okay, now this is a. Okay, element a. This is a, and this is our object, array object. This is also array object. This is also array object. Okay, but here this is all are single dimensional objects, right? Now let me take this address as some thousand, and this address as some 2000, some this address as some 3000. Actually these are not addresses, these might be hash codes. Now here 1000 is stored. Okay, here 1000 is stored, a is having 1000, and now this is I am representing as a of 0. Next this a of 1. Okay, this is a of 1, this is a of 0, this is a of 1. Now what is this? This is length. I told you that a length is there, right? This is length which holds the length of this one 2, and here also this is length. Now here this is a of 0 comma 0, and this one is a of 0 comma 1, and here this is a of 1 comma 0, and this one a of 1 1. Okay, now this is also length. Here this a is holding the address of 1000, right? Now this must hold address of 2000, and this 3000. So it means that now this must hold the address of this one. Okay, this is good. And this array a of 0 is holding address of this, and this one is holding address of this one. Okay, now here see, now this is a multi-dimension array. This is having single dimension actually, it in which it is divided into parts like columns. Now this is one row, this is second row, and next third row, all the rows, and next these are columns, right? So multiple columns and multiple rows, which together called as multi-dimensional array. Next, check this, try these programs. Write a program to read 3 students and 3 subject marks and display them. The same thing which I wrote here, you have to take the same, but here in place of n you have to take 3. And also combine matrix and display. Here this is for 2 dimensions, but though that is for 1 dimension. Okay, try this. Now jagged array. If we see about jagged array, what is a jagged array first? An array with fixed number of rows and columns, variable length of columns. Now see, it looks something like this. In our previous example, it is the same. Here two, sorry, not this one. In the previous example, normal array with one. Okay, this is the thing which we have taken. Now these are the two, a of 0, a comma 0, a of 1 1, sorry, a of 0 1, a of 1 0, a of 1 1, right? But here all it is like a square matrix or m by n matrix, right? uh, Limited number of rows and limited number of columns. But here a jagged array looks something like this one, and some size. It depends upon the requirement. Like I can take this one, like this, and any number of lines. Okay, this is the variable size, right? Something look like this. Now it is also a multi-dimensional array, but with different sizes, different size rows, or different number of columns. Now this is the initializing is same like declaring. Now here this is the most important point in jagged arrays, where we have to give number of rows. It's a limited number of rows, so we have to give rows, and columns are up to the programmer. When he wants a memory allocation, he will give the number of columns. Okay, now this is the syntax for giving columns. Now a of 0 is equal to new int of 5. Now here I am creating first row with 5 columns, and second row with 3 columns. The third, uh, this one third row is with 2 columns, right? Now let's see in a diagrammatic way. Now see this. This is the reference variable a. This is the reference variable a. Now this is, I'm writing here, a of 0. This is a of 1, and this is a of 2. Okay, this is a of 0, a of 1, and a of 2. Now here this one, a of 0 comma 0, a of 0 0, and so on, in the same manner up to here, a of 0 5, not 5, it's 4, it's 4. Okay, here this is a of 1 0. Similarly this is a of 1 2. This one a of 2 0, a of 2 comma 1. Okay, now similar to the previous case, this holds the address of this one. I'm not writing the addresses now. This holds the address of this one, and each array, each line or each column holds different arrays. Okay, now if we mix all this, it looks like this. Now 1 2 3 4 4 and 5, right? So totally we have 5 in first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. And next 2. Okay. This ends our, this looks like Jack's array. Now this ends our programming fundamentals. Now next we will see, we'll enter into our object oriented programming in our next lecture. Please like and subscribe my videos. Thank you.